Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-schedule WordPress news updates. So let's suppose I'm a journalist and I draft or add all the file of this news in my Google Drive. Now I want that whenever I add a new file, the blog should be automatically generated with the help of AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, and then as soon as this blog is generated, it should be created as a post on my WordPress. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and WordPress. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there will be new file added to my Google Drive, the blog will be generated with the help of OpenAI, and then it will be automatically created as a post on my WordPress. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-schedule WordPress news updates. For this, I have created an automation workflow where I have built connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and WordPress. And for this, I have uploaded a file in this Google Drive. Breaking news: heavy rains causes flood across Mumbai. And then this news was created as a post on my WordPress. Over here you can see that this is the post which I have created, and as soon as I have uploaded this file on my Google Drive, a post or a blog of this news was created. Breaking news: heavy rains cause flood across Mumbai. So this is the news which my OpenAI or my AI agent has generated. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-schedule WordPress news updates. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Drive, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now, and it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this Create Workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first, let's name this workflow as How to Build an AI Agent to Auto-Schedule WordPress News Updates. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select this as AI Agent and then click on Create. Workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on Create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is Trigger, other is Action. So Trigger says when this happens, and Action says do this. So Trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to build an AI agent to auto-schedule WordPress news updates, which means whenever I'm going to upload a new file of this news in my Google Drive account, then it will be automatically generated as a news blog with the help of AI agent, and it will be automatically posted to my WordPress, which means whenever I'm going to upload a new file in this Google Drive, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to upload a new file in this Google Drive and an action says do this, then create a blog and post it on WordPress. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Drive, and then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and then WordPress. So here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Google Drive. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new file in a specific folder and then click on this Connect. If you have an existing connection, go with Save. If you don't have one, click on this Add New Connection. And now to make this connection, we have to click on the Sign In with Google. Here we need to choose the account in which we have logged in a Google Drive. And after choosing the account, we simply need to grant away some permissions, for which we need to click on this allow. You can do this too because your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. And here Google Drive is connected with Pabbly Connect. And next I have to enter this folder. Now if I open my Google Drive, I have already created a folder by the name News for WordPress. So from this drop down, I'm going to select my folder or the subfolder as News for WordPress. Now you can see that this folder is empty. So I have already downloaded the news. I have already created the news. This is the news which I have created, and I have downloaded this in a PDF format, and I'm going to upload this, and here it has been uploaded. If I open this, this is the same exact news which I have created. India clinches historical win in T20 World Cup final. So this is the same exact PDF which I have uploaded. Now I have to follow a very important step. I have to go towards this three dots, click on the share, and then I have to grant away the general access to anyone with the link, because if this general access is restricted, the file will not be accessed with OpenAI and it will not be able to generate the news blog. So here we have to give away the general access to anyone with the link, and then I'm going to click on this done. As soon as I do this, I have uploaded this file, I have given away the general access, and now I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that I'm going to receive the response for the file which I have uploaded in my Google Drive. I have received the response. I have received this web view link, web content link, and then I have received the permissions ID and the permission type anyone with the link. If I open this web content link, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste that in a new tab. And you will see that this is the same exact PDF which we have downloaded, and here it has been downloaded. So this is the same exact PDF which we have uploaded, and here we have received the response for that exact same PDF, which means the connection setup that we have created between Google Drive and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to upload a new file, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. But it is important to understand that Google Drive is a polling based application, which means Pabbly Connect will check for the response after 10 minutes of when the action has been done and not instantly. So if I upload a new file, it will wait for 10 minutes and then it will check for the new response. You can set your trigger time by clicking on the three dots, go towards the set trigger time, and from this drop down you can select your own trigger time. I have selected this as 10 minutes, and then you simply need to click on the save. So now we are done with this very first step. We have uploaded the news in this Google Drive, and now I want my OpenAI, which is my AI agent. So here I'm going to take my action application as OpenAI to generate the news block which I can post on WordPress. So here in my action event, I'm going to select this as extract content from PDF and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I'm going to enter the token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink. And here it has taken me towards this API keys page. Now to create a new API key, I simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, I have to provide the name to this key. So let's say the name is test, the project will be default project and the permissions will be all, and then I simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to me, which I need to copy and simply paste that over here. Here, as I've already created a connection multiple times, I'm going to select this as existing connection and then go with save. So here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter these details. First one is that I have to select the AI model. From this drop down, I am going to select my AI model as GPT-4o Mini, and then I need to enter this image of the PDF URL. Now here I have received the response from this Google Drive, so I am going to map the response which I have received instead of manually entering this detail. So I am going to enter this web content link. Just now we have opened this web content link and we have seen that this is the same exact PDF which we have uploaded in the Google Drive. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now I'm going to enter this prompt. I'm going to enter the prompt in a way that I have uploaded this news and I have mapped this news and I want my OpenAI to generate the news. So I'm going to enter the prompt like, Here I have entered the prompt, create news blog for WordPress in 200 words. You can either exceed or decrease the word limit. I have entered 200 words and now I need to enter the structured output. Now to get the structured output, under this important notes, I have this very important link. I'm going to open this and I will be redirected towards the structured outputs page of OpenAI. Here, structured output is a very important field as it will help me generate the response in JSON format. So to get this response in JSON format, in the structured output field, I need to enter this JSON schema. So with the help of this, I'm going to generate a JSON schema. So here it is written, try it out in Playground or generate a ready-to-use schema definition to experiment with structured outputs. So now I'm going to click on this generate, and in this box it is written, describe how you want the model to respond, and we will generate a JSON schema. So here what I want the heading of the news and I want the body of the news to be posted on my WordPress. So here first I'm going to write heading, and then I have to write this type of text, and then I have to write give the heading of the news, and then I have to write the news. I'm going to write news type of text, and then I will write give the blog post of the news. Here I needed two fields and I have entered these two fields. Now I simply need to click on this create, and I'm going to wait for a few seconds, and you will see just in few seconds a ready to use JSON schema has been generated over here. And now I have to do nothing. I simply have to copy this entirely and I have to paste that over here in the structured output field. Here we are done with adding all the details. Now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that I'm going to receive the response. So here I have received this response. This is the heading. India clinches historical win in T20 World Cup final. And then we have this news. In an electrifying finish, India emerged victorious against Australia in T20 World Cup final, leaving cricket fans around the world in awe. So this is the post which I have generated, and I'm going to post this on my WordPress. So this is a very nice heading, very nice news post. And to post this on my WordPress, I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then in my action application I'm going to search for WordPress, and then in my action event I'm going to select this as create a post and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection we have to enter all these details. So over here we have to first enter the credentials of the WordPress in this email or the password, and then I have to enter this base URL. To get this base URL, I'm going to open my WordPress, and on the top in this URL I have this till WP3. So I have to copy this till WP3 and I have to paste that over here, and this will become my base URL. Next, I need to enter my credentials, and after entering this, I simply need to click on this save. So it is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization, and here authorization successful, which means WordPress is connected with Pabbly Connect. And now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to select my post type, which is post, and then I have to enter my post title, which is heading, and then the post content is this, which we have generated with the help of OpenAI. Now, slug excerpt are not required fields, so I'm going to skip this. I want to keep the status as published, so I will select that. In the category ID, the tags are not required fields, so I will skip this. The featured media, I'm going to toggle on this mapping button, remove this featured media ID, because if I select the featured media ID, it will keep posting on all of my news and it will become static. So I have kept this blank. Now format is standard, ping status is open, comment status is open. I'm going to select my author ID. And then these fields are not required ones, so I'm going to skip this. Here I've entered all these details, and now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. So here I have received this response and this post should be created. So I'm going to open my WordPress, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, so I'm going to go towards this post. And here this post has been created. I'm going to click on this view. And here India clinches historical win in T20 World Cup final. So this is the post which we have created. Now to summarize, we took Google Drive as a trigger application where we posted all the news as a form of PDF, and then this was extracted with the help of OpenAI, and a news blog was generated with the help of OpenAI, and then in WordPress I have posted that same exact which I have generated with the help of OpenAI. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Google Drive, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.